It has been launch after launch after launch this year, and we've got another one to add to the list. So get comfortable because this is going to be an interesting one. Hi everyone, if you're new here, I'm Razia and I make skincare content here on YouTube. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok at Razia Moe. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of my weekly uploads. The latest skincare launch we have to add to the list is from none other than Hyram himself, the skin influencer extraordinaire. His online presence has grown so fast over the past few years, the last year especially. 4 million subscribers on YouTube, over 6 million followers on TikTok. I think it's fair to say that a skincare launch from the biggest skin influencer on the planet is kind of inevitable. We can't really be too shocked about this one. And I think it's actually nice to see a skincare launch come from someone that we know has a passion for skincare and has been involved in the skincare scene for quite some time now. The brand is Selfless by Hyram and it's powered by the ENQUIRIES. We'll talk a little bit about that later. It launched worldwide on the 24th of June and the products became available at Sephora Australia on the 25th of June. So I've only had the products for a couple of days and I haven't had the opportunity to try them yet. So I'm not going to be talking about my experience using the products or anything like that. I'm not going to be able to do a proper product review. This is just going to be me sharing my first impressions of the brand, my first impression of the products, and we'll talk a little bit about the brand and we'll add to the whole conversation that's been happening surrounding this launch. One thing we can definitely say about this launch is people are really way up in their feelings about this one. Like a lot. People are triggered. People are really triggered by this one. So, you know, I mean, this is the internet. People love to hate. They will hate on literally anything and everything. I'm just gonna get this out of the way at the beginning of the video. If you came to this video expecting some sort of Hyram hate spiel, you're not gonna get that from me today. I will talk about the brand, the ethos, the marketing, all of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna save that for the end of the video. I'll have timestamps if you want to skip ahead. But to start with, I'm gonna talk about the products and then we'll get into all that other stuff later on. Selfless by Hyram is powered by the ENQUIRIES. I've talked a lot about the ENQUIRIES in the past. I've made videos talking about a lot of the products. I'm a big fan of the ENQUIRIES, so I'm kind of expecting to be a fan of these products once I finally do get to start trying them out. And I think this partnership was really smart as well on both sides. Hyram, as we know, has a lot of influence. So if he did ever come out with anything, there would be a lot of people that would be interested in that product. And the ENQUIRIES can bring a lot to the table in terms of researched ingredients, distribution of product, marketing, and all that other business stuff. I think this partnership really enabled Hyram to come out with the skincare launch a lot faster than he would have been able to do so on his own because he's utilizing a lot of the resources that the ENQUIRIES already has available. This launch came with a gel cleanser, a moisturizer, and we've got 3 different serums as well. I'm going to talk through each product and share my first impressions of the product, and maybe that can help you decide whether one of these would be something you would want to try out for yourself as well. I'm going to start using these products fresh on Monday next week, and I'm going to use them for a month, and then I'll be back in a month's time with my thoughts on the products, and that way I can give you a more thorough review and I can share my results using them as well. So here we have the Centella and Green Tea Daily Gel Cleanser. This product features centella and green tea, and these ingredients are known for their calming properties. They're also known for having their antioxidant properties as well. But this is only a cleanser. You only have cleansers on your face for what, 30 to 60 seconds. So any benefits you're going to get from centella and green tea are going to be minimal when they're coming in a product like this. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm not sure how it's going to feel on my skin, but it does have gentle surfactants in there and it's also got glycerin in there as well. So I'm hoping it is more on the gentle side and it's not too stripping at all. This one is 33 Australian dollars. I'm going to talk in Australian dollars in this video, obviously. And you get 150 ml of product in here, which is a good amount. It's a standard cleanser amount. So this bottle will last you a while. At $33, it's not the cheapest, but it's not super pricey either. One thing I will say about the packaging of this product is that it won't close. I don't know if I have a faulty one, but it won't stay shut. Doesn't matter like how hard I'd try and close it, it doesn't stay shut. So I've got a lot of cleanser like pooling in the cap here. So that's not ideal. Next, let's talk about the moisturizer. This is the niacinamide and maracuja Daily Barrier Support Moisturizer. You get 50 ml of product for $42. Considering that this is just a moisturizer, I think that is definitely a bit on the pricier side. In terms of what this one features, you've got 5% niacinamide in there. We love niacinamide, it's got a ton of benefits. I'll have them listed on the screen here for you. And it's at 5%, which is actually the optimal niacinamide concentration to have in your skincare products. When it comes to the research that was done surrounding the benefits of niacinamide, this was conducted on concentrations of 2 to 5% niacinamide. I know we have a lot of 10% or even 12, 20% niacinamide serums out there. We have a lot of people saying that they get irritation after using niacinamide serums, which niacinamide is an ingredient no one really should get any irritation from, but at higher concentrations this can happen. So I do like that they kept the concentration to just 5%. You've also got 1% maracuja in here. I've never heard of maracuja, but it's passion fruit seed oil, and it's supposed to have benefits for stopping with transepidermal water loss and helping with barrier support of the skin. And that's why we have it in this moisturizer. We also have glycerin, which is a great humectant, and we have madecassoside, which is extracted from Centella asiatica, which is known for its calming properties and antioxidant properties as well. And lastly, you've got muru seed butter, which is something I've never heard of before, but again, it's supposed to have good hydrating and moisturizing benefits for the skin. This is called a daily barrier support moisturizer, so it makes sense that a lot of the ingredients in here have benefits that directly help your skin barrier. I will say I don't think I'm going to be the biggest fan of this one because just judging from the texture, it is way too thin to be moisturizing enough for my dry skin. It's way too lightweight. It doesn't have any strong occlusives in there like petrolatum or even something like shea butter. So I think for me, the way I'm going to be using this one is more of a hydrating barrier support serum. This is not going to be functioning as a moisturizer for me. So if we do get future launches from Selfless by Hyram, I think it would be nice to see something that would be better suited for those with drier skin. Now let's talk about the serums, and these I think are definitely the most exciting part of this launch. Let's start with the Retinol and Rainbow Algae Repair Serum. This one is $48 for 30 mils and it's the most expensive product from the line. This is a low strength 0.2% retinol serum. The retinol is actually encapsulated retinol, which means it is slowly released over time. So this means it's a lot more gentle on the skin and it really minimizes the risk of any irritation you might get from using retinol. This one was designed to be used daily, so that's why we've got a low concentration and we've also got it encapsulated as well. You've also got squalane in there, which is really moisturizing and hydrating for the skin, and you've got glycerin as well. And of course, the other featured ingredient is rainbow algae. This is another ingredient that I hadn't heard of before, but this one is supposed to help with brightening dark spots and evening out your skin tone. But I did see other experts say that the research surrounding rainbow algae isn't as concrete as it's made out to be. So I think there is a little bit of skepticism surrounding rainbow algae and the benefits it's supposed to have. Another thing I did notice about this one is when I was looking at the American site, they have 2% tranexamic acid also included in the product, but we don't have that on the Australian site. So I think there might be two different formulations depending where you are in the world. I think in Canada and Australia, we are not allowed to have tranexamic acid in our products because of our skincare regulation. Tranexamic acid is another ingredient that's supposed to help with brightening dark spots and helping to reduce hyperpigmentation. So if you are based in the US, that's another benefit that this retinol serum can have for you. Retinol is an ingredient that helps to speed up cell turnover, so this makes it a really effective treatment for those with acne or acne-prone skin, and it's also really good for anti-aging. I think in a product like this, it was mainly designed for its acne benefits and not so much the anti-aging aspect of it. So I am interested to see how this helps with my acne. Next, let's talk about the salicylic acid and sea kelp pore clearing and oil control serum. This one contains 0.5% salicylic acid. We know salicylic acid is oil soluble, it helps to exfoliate the skin and helps to unclog pores, so it's good for helping treat acne prone skin. It's also good for helping with sebum production on the skin, so it just makes it a really good ingredient for those with acne prone or oily prone skin. It's also got 5% niacinamide. One of the many benefits of niacinamide is that it helps with controlling oil production, so really great combined with salicylic acid. And you've also got sea kelp in here, which is supposed to help with hydration of the skin as well. This one is $39 for 30 ml. If you're looking for a well-rounded serum that can help with your oily and acne-prone skin that you can use every day, then this might be one that you might want to look into. The last serum we're going to talk about is the mandelic acid and rice bran gentle exfoliating serum. Out of the 5 products, this is the one that I'm most excited about because I think it really has an interesting blend of ingredients. First, you've got the mandelic acid. Mandelic acid is a very gentle AHA, really good exfoliating option for those with more sensitive skin. You've also got 0.5% salicylic acid in this one, and you have gluconolactane, which is a PHA, which is another gentle exfoliant. So this sounds like a really nice gentle exfoliating serum with a nice blend of exfoliating ingredients. Overall, I think this launch is obviously catered towards Hyram's key demographic, which is younger, Gen Z consumers. I do find that these products are definitely more targeted towards those with oily or acne prone skin, which is fine, but I do hope in the future we do see some more releases for those with drier and more sensitive skin. As for the price point of these products, I do think they were more expensive than a lot of us were anticipating. Coming from Hyram, he does talk a lot about the affordability of skincare, and it's also powered by the ENQUIRIES, and the ENQUIRIES is known for pioneering affordable skincare. Their products come at a really affordable price point, and I think a lot of us were expecting to see that price point follow through with Hyram's brand. But I do think because a lot of the initiatives that Selfless by Hyram is going to be taking on, I think they had to factor this into the price point. Firstly, the products really aren't just one ingredient formulations. They do have a blend of ingredients in there, so I think that might have factored into the cost. A lot of the ingredients were also sustainably sourced. I'm not sure if this is the same with the actual ENQUIRIES brand or not, so I think that would have factored into the price. The packaging, there's a real focus on recyclable and sustainable packaging, so I think that also contributes to the cost. And these products are also supposed to be donating portions of the sales to different charities, so I think that might have also been factored into the cost as well, and all of that makes for a slightly more expensive product. I don't think they're expensive in the general grand scheme of things, I just think they're more expensive than what people were expecting. Now let's talk a little bit about the criticism that came with the marketing of this brand. I will say the videos that were used to market this launch were definitely a little bit cringe-worthy.
I didn't want to create a skincare brand unless it sparked social change and give you the opportunity to change the world.
A lot of people are saying the same thing. These videos were just hard to watch, gave off real infomercial, cringy vibes, and there was a lot of white savior complex kind of just thrown throughout the video. I mean, and yeah, that's what you get when you're watching these videos. I think there could have been a little bit more thought put into the marketing. I do understand that they were trying to demonstrate how much thought they put into every part of the brand, but I just think it didn't come across the right way with these videos. I think they could have been executed a little bit better. There's a lot of people complaining about the charitable intentions behind this brand as well. I'm not going to complain about that too much. I think what this brand is trying to do is pretty interesting. Every product you purchase from this brand has a charity that you're going to be contributing to with your purchase. I think that's great. I think the charities they've chosen are really good as well. You can go on their website and you can have a look through all the information they've provided in regards to the charities they've chosen, why they've chosen them, and the benefits that these charities have. And you've also got a real focus on sustainability with this brand as well, coming from the packaging and also the ingredients as well. These are things that I think a lot of brands need to start taking on board, and they need to start incorporating into their business model. And I think it's great to see that Selfless by Hyram has done this from the get-go. If you're familiar with Hyram and his content, you know that these are things that he's always been talking about. I think he carried a lot of his morals and values onto this brand, and I think it was really good to see. I think the intentions are there and they're good intentions. Yeah, they probably could have done a little bit better with the launch videos, but I mean, they're there, they can't really do anything about that now. So, you know, I guess they're just gonna have to take the criticism on board for the next time they come out with a marketing campaign. Overall, I think it was an interesting launch. You definitely don't see a lot of big brand releases focus so much on sustainability and charitability right from the get-go. So I think this could be a good blueprint for other brands in the future. I don't know, we'll see how this one goes, I guess. And yeah, I guess those are my thoughts on the brand. I'm not too critical about the whole thing. I'm not about to be. I'm definitely the last person that should be critical of these types of things. I'm not knowledgeable on sustainability and charities and that type of thing. I'm a very flawed person and I'm not about to criticize other people's good intentions. If you're a fan of Hyram and you're a skincare fan, check out some of these products. You might find something there that you like. If not, then don't worry about it. Just move on. It's not that big of a deal. There are bigger things to worry about in the world. Let me know your thoughts on the launch down below. Let me know your thoughts on the brand. Are you going to be purchasing any of the products? Anything like that? I'm curious to see what you guys think. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.